Good morning. It's Monday the 21st of July 2025 and I'm back in the Blackdown Hills again, and today I'm starting my walk here in the Wellington Monument car park. Let's go and have a look and see what it says about the monument. Welcome. Wellington Monument was built to honour the Duke of Wellington and his victory at the Battle of Waterloo. It is the tallest three-sided obelisk in the world and differs from other memorials in that it stands in an informal countryside setting, high on the edge of the Blackdown Hills. This is a place of woodland, meadows, open spaces and views, where people come to relax. Right, let's go and have a look at the monument. Okay. 200 years of stories and more to come. The National Trust undertook a major conservation project in 2019 to 2021 to repair Wellington Monument. The project was made possible thanks to generous donations from the community, grants funders, donors and visitors. Wellington Monument is the tallest three-sided obelisk in the world. It is a symbol of Somerset and the Blackdown Hills and plays an important role in the lives of local people. It was first proposed to create a monument to the Duke of Wellington in 1815, following victory at the Battle of Waterloo. Building work began in 1817, but due to several false starts, it was only completed in its current form in 1892. The National Trust began caring for the monument in 1934. Despite various repairs over the years, its condition has deteriorated over time. The conservation project included replacing 1,508 stones and adding mechanical ties to strengthen the structure. The internal staircase has been made safe again, and the monument is now open seasonally for visitors to climb the 232 steps to take in the views at the top. Well, it's open seasonally, eh? Well, I wonder if I might be lucky today and manage to get inside the monument. Well, let's walk up to it and have a look then. Even though it's only 9 o'clock in the morning, there's quite a lot of people out. The car park was almost full actually, I'm surprised. Bearing in mind it's a Monday, but no, there's quite a lot of people walking their dogs, so I suppose that's fair enough. It's a nice day, and I think the forecast is meant to be sunny for most of the day. I wouldn't want to speak too soon, because I think they do say there are some thundery showers at some point, so we'll see how it goes. But I think for this morning, I should be okay. Well, what is this then? What have we here? This is an interesting piece of art. Yeah. I'll just read this notice first. The rise and fall of Wellington Monument. In 1815, a competition was launched to design and build the monument. The winning design by architect Thomas Lee Jr. included a triumphant statue of the Duke at the top. Later, he would design Arlington Court in North Devon, now also in the care of the National Trust. Funds raised through public subscription and from local gentry allowed construction to begin. Despite the Duke's popularity, things did not go according to plan. This is where the turbulent story of Wellington Monuments began. Okay, let's walk through these wooden arches then. Interesting. Okay, well, I'll just go back and I'll just read what it said on each of the arches. Okay, so there are 3 arches, and the first one has a date of 1829 on the top, 121 feet, or 37 metres. And on the left it says, the triangular tower reaches 121 feet, or 37 metres, and a 190-step circular stairway is installed. On the right, it says, Thomas Lee Jr.'s design is never finished. Funds run out and key people move on. Oh, okay. Well, let's have a look and see what it says on the second arch. So the date on this is 1854, 170 feet, or 52 metres. And on the left, it says, following the Duke's death in 1852, there is renewed local interest in completing the monument. And on the right, it says, by April 1854, work to a revised design by local architect Charles Giles is largely complete. Okay, let's have a look at the third and final arch and see what it says on that one. Okay, the date on this last one then is 1892, 175 feet, or 53 metres. And on the left, it says, another architect's report is commissioned in 1890, following further damage by lightning and local concern. And on the right, it says the last 5 feet, or 1.5 metres, and a lightning conductor are added. There are now 232 internal steps. Okay, on to the monuments finally then. I think we are nearly there. Wellington Monument has stood at the heart of the community for generations. It's a place where people come to walk their dogs, enjoy the view, or share in a family picnic. It's part of the local history, and by bringing the whole community together, we can make sure it is here for the future as well. Use this area to take in the scenery, witness the changing seasons and surroundings. Why not use this viewpoint to take a picture each time you come for a walk? Don't forget to share your photos with us on social media, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great stuff. And here we are. Wow, look at that. Wow, 175 feet high, the tallest three-sided obelisk in the world. It's amazing, really. That is a very impressive structure. Oh, imagine going up inside that, climbing 232 steps to the top. Wow. This cannon, standing at the base of the monument, was donated by the Wellington Rotary Club in 1985. So, that green door is the entrance to get inside the monument. And it says on the door, no access to the monument unless on a booked tour. Visit the Welcome Centre for more information. Well, funnily enough, I just may have booked a tour for today. Well, I'm on the other side of the green door, so that means I'm inside. So I've been given this hard hat, and I've been given a walkie-talkie. So there's a National Trust shed just over there, and that's for the people I've booked my tour with. And I just spoke to a chap called Andy, and there's a lady with him called Devon, I think. So they just gave me a bit of a rundown about what to do when you climb the monument. So I think only 3 people at a time can go up the monument during any one tour. And it's just me that's booked this particular tour between 10 and 10:30. Well, there's no point in sort of dilly-dallying. I may as well just get on with it. So I'm just a little bit nervous because I'm just thinking that recently I couldn't cross the Clifton Suspension Bridge in Bristol, but that was 250 feet high nearly, and it also, to me, it's like walking across a plank across the Avon Gorge, whereas this, although it's high, you're still standing on something solid like the stone steps. But I'll see how it goes anyway. I'll just take it very, very slowly and gently. Okay, here we go then. Let's climb inside the Wellington Monument. Up we go. It's very tight inside here. "232 steps, and no, I ain't counting as I go up." So, up we go. Oh, halfway to the top. That's good to know. Oh, this is a good excuse to take a pause. Bronze band inserted. November 1952, out of breath. J.E.M. McGregor, architect, Great Ormond Street, London. Follett C. Wilmot, builder, Wellington, Somerset. Oh, okay, get my breath back now. I can't be far from the top. I can't be far from the top. In fact, yep, I think this is the top. Here we are. Yes, I'm at the top because these are the windows. I've done it. I've made it to the top of the Wellington Monument. I am absolutely chuffed to have made it to the top of the Wellington Monument. Fantastic, yes. Oh, you don't actually feel that you're high up because the spiral staircase is very enclosed. There are no viewing areas or windows as you climb up, so you just carry on relentless up the spiral staircase. But when you get to the top, you've got these 3 windows here. You can't stick your head at them, so you can't actually look down and see how high up you are, but it's wonderful to be here. And I'm going to just admire the views now. So I think over there, I'm looking sort of northwestwards. I'm looking towards the Quantock Hills. So through that window, I think I'm looking southwest, probably deeper into Devon that way. And yeah, although the Wellington Monument is in Somerset, we are very close to the county boundary with Devon. When I used to travel down the M5 years ago, I can always remember seeing the Wellington Monument as you were driving down the M5 through Somerset, and then you just cross the county boundary into Devon as you pass the monument. And this third window, I'm looking further across the Blackdown Hills, and again I'm probably looking further into Devon that way. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. So up there, I'm looking into the very tip of the monument. Fantastic. Well, it has been absolutely amazing to reach the top of Wellington Monument. I wasn't sure if I'd actually managed to do it, but I have, and it's been fantastic. Yes, I've done it. Okay, well, I may as well start making my way back down the stairs now then. 232 steps. This is the bit where you need your hard hat, just for this bit here. Oh, okay, back down we go then. Yay. At the bottom, fantastic. I did it! I climbed the Wellington Monument, yes! Not that I'm satisfied with myself. Okay, well that's it then. Just go back through the green door. Oops, I can open it. I don't want to be trapped inside. And here we go then. Wonderful. Thank you. You beauty, Wellington Monument. You absolute beauty. I did it. And in case you're wondering where my rucksack is, I've left it inside the hut, the National Trust hut, because they did say because it's quite sort of cramped inside going up the staircase, it's probably easier not to take the rucksack with me, so that's fine. Well, I'm down. I've got my badge to say that I've made it to the top of the monument. And these are two volunteers from the National Trust, Davina and Andy. And Andy very kindly did the tour for me. He gave me the hard hat and the walkie-talkie. So thank you, Andy and Davina.
Pleasure.
So yeah, you've been volunteering here for quite a while, haven't you? Yes. And you do slots every 30 minutes. So you try to.
Try to.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need more customers.
That's fine, yeah. Well, when my video goes on YouTube, when you're watching this, hopefully more viewers will get to know about going inside Wellington Monument.
Good.
But it's certainly worth it, and it's fantastic, and it's great that you've got National Trust volunteers looking after it. So thanks to Davina and Andy. This is the information shed. This is where Davina and Andy are based. They're just talking to some other people now who I think are going to go on a tour. But yeah, you've got some interesting pictures here. That old photo there, Davina was telling me just now, that reminded her of Kaplunk. It does a bit, doesn't it? Pull out one of the pegs and the whole thing falls down. So that's a picture of when the Wellington Monument was being restored. So yeah, there's some fascinating information here. It's been really nice. So, and Andy and Davina are lovely people. So they're local people, and they sort of do, I think, half a day, and then people take over in the afternoon. But yeah, absolutely wonderful. It's been a pleasure talking to them. So, well, it was lovely to talk to Davina and Andy. Really nice people. I mean, you have to be friendly if you're going to volunteer for the National Trust. But yeah, it was lovely. Andy said to me when I got back down, he said, "So what did you see when you got to the top?" he said. And I said, "Well, I saw views." And I told him what views I saw. But when I was up there earlier, I thought in one direction I could see the Quantocks. It actually wasn't the Quantocks, it was the Blackdown Hills, which makes sense, I suppose. Blackdown Hills are actually part of Exmoor National Park. So, but yeah, I said the views are wonderful. They said, at least I've done it, and I've got my badge to prove it. So yeah, really friendly couple of people. So I'm just going to have a look around the monument a bit, just around the bottom, and then I'll move on to my next place. More people arriving now. It's getting busier. I'm glad I came today. There was a reason why I chose to come here today. I noticed when I looked on the National Trust's website that these tours were available on weekends, so Saturdays and Sundays, and Mondays. And I thought, I'll do it today, a Monday, because hopefully there'll be less people coming here on a Monday than there will be at weekends. And of course I picked the first slot as well, so I was on my own. That was a very wise move on my part. Good stuff. So yeah, wonderful. I got inside you. Oh, I suppose I better move on anyway. More people are arriving now, it's getting busier. So I think kids are off now. I think as today, kids are on holiday, so I'm not quite sure. Anyway, as I say, I'll move on and I'll get back to the car park now. So that's me back at the National Trust car park. So that's the end of my walk. And it has been absolutely fantastic walking up inside Wellington Monument. I've even got the badge to go with it. There you go, badge and my mic. That looks good on my shirt, doesn't it? Anyway, at least I got the badge to say I've made it to the top. Okay, well that's another fantastic walk here in the Blackdown Hills. I'm looking forward to the next one.